Do-ocracy. PS1 is a do-ocracy. Do-ocracy is what many hackerspaces run by. Basically what the idea is that that if you want to do something, if you want something to be done, the person who does it is the person who does it. So it's a way of cutting through. It's very tautological, I understand the explanation, but it's a way of cutting through bureaucracy, especially in a place like this where we're all volunteer driven. That basically, if you want to do something, just go ahead and do it. But there's some rules here, more social conventions. Basically, the short version is right here, which is Dick asked around if anyone would be negative about the idea of the bike shed becoming pink. No one says anything, so Dick paints the bike shed pink. What often happens is that Jane comes along and is unhappy about the fact that the bike shed she helped make was pink. And so the nice way to do it is that she engages Dick in polite conversation, and they discuss it, and then together they decide to paint the bike shed blue, or some other color. Here's what normally happens in hackerspaces, and what I'd like to warn you about. Dick paints the bike shed pink. Pumping Station 1 is so large that someone has an opinion about it. Jane gets so pissed off at Dick that she threatens his life. She spends most of her time on her face, like I said, home to her, and she wants it her way. They yell at each other for a while over discussion, mailing lists, and annoying hundreds of people. Yeah, that happens a lot around here. Dick won't stop talking about how much of a bitch Jane is on the mailing list, making the entire mailing list useless for any other use. Jane gives Bantown Dick's home address and phone number. Dick ends up stating several times throughout the next month that he's leaving or has left Pumping Station 1 and he's fucking had it. Jane, in retaliation to Dick constantly reverting changes she made to space, and for everybody not stopping talking to Dick, she shits on the electronics bench. This is called an Austin solder puddle. This has really happened, people. I'm not lying. Not at this space, thank goodness, but guess from the name where it happens. This happens at hackerspaces. At this point, one of two things happen.
You've seen this before.
Yeah. So anyone's been around hackerspaces understand this happens. So if you guys will look around, and I'm just bringing to light the recent bike shedding that just happened. I announced last meeting that I would like to reduce the number of tables in this room, and notice that there's almost no space for people to sit down right now. So I was doing two things. One was reducing the number of tables in the room, and the other was I was expanding the graphic arts area. So I brought our drafting table to the graphic arts area. Crazy, so I have to draw. And unfortunately, I did reduce a little bit of the floor space in here, so I tried to remove some tables from the space to increase the efficient use of the space. Someone, I don't care who did it, brought the tables back. I'd like to engage that person afterwards in a polite discussion about how we can best utilize the space here. And that's about it. So, thank you all very much. Example of bike shedding.